Hi, this is Jeff at Slavens Racing. This video is about how to change the clutch hub cushions on a KTM 300, and this applies to, I believe, 04 through 12. The 13 and up models, it's a different procedure, much easier. So you can tell if they need to be replaced by how much free play, how much you can rotate this gear drive off of here. So this is, your clutch hub. And if you rotate this back and forth, you can see that it's got, about a tooth's width of free play in there, and it shouldn't have any. And this is not a huge deal. You don't have to go tearing your clutch apart and inspecting it to see if you've got slop in there, because I can almost guarantee that you do if your bike's very old. It's just one of those things that if you're in there rebuilding your clutch, you should rebuild this at the same time. KTM clutches are extremely durable, so you almost never have to replace the plates in them, but some guys can feel this slop. I don't know that, at least they claim they can. I don't know that you can through the lever or when you're accelerating, but whatever, this is how you change them. So they're held in there with rivets. This is what the rivets look like. Now rivets have been around for a long time. Even the Romans used rivets to fasten together their metal uniforms that they used when they were fighting. But anyhow, and then inside of here are these rubber cushions. So the cushion is behind this plate and behind the gear, and this cushion is sitting in there. And that's what we're going to change out. So the way they come from the factory, it's the rivet is just peened over on this side. These over here I've already been messing with. So this is what it looks like, and it's got a hollow tip on it. So in order to get those out of there, you've got to drill on that head and then chisel it. So these I've already drilled, and so I just drilled down a few millimeters. This is, I think, a number 4 bit. It's a number bit. Yeah, I think it's a number 4, but just something a little bit smaller than the head. And so you just drill it out. I've already done that. And then you just take a hammer and just kind of brace it up against something like this. And then you can just hammer and chisel, a nice sharp chisel. You can just take that head off. So now the head part of it's gone. Actually, not the head's the other side. This is the peened part, excuse me. And then you just got to drive that out with a punch, and they're still in there fairly hard. And then it comes out the other side. Of course, it's going to be shorter because we've drilled part of it off. So that's the procedure for removing them. Alright, so we've got the rivets out of there, knocked them all out, and now we're on the back side here, and I've already removed all the rubber cushions except for one, just to speed up this video. So there's one left in here, and they just sit in there. You just pry them out with a screwdriver or a pick or whatever you have and get them out of there. You can clean this if you want. There's not much to be done here. And you can see these all kind of sit here in here at odd angles, and this will only fit in one way. And just push all these back in there. Then you put the plate back on. Just put it on the same way it came off. I'm actually not quite ready to do that. Got to put the rivets in from the other side. So I left one in there to keep things aligned. I got to drive it out of there real quick. for now, just for the alignment. So now this new one fits in there real loose. So now we've got to put the plate on, and then we've got to peen it. I'm going to stick one in backwards just for correct alignment of this plate. And then you're going to need some type of device. You have to come up with your own little way of doing this at home. You got to support the back of the head here while you pound on this side of it to peen it out, to mushroom it. So I've got just a piece of round metal stock. I've got my vise here. It's a long piece, so it's supported at the bottom, so it's not going to drive down when I hit on it. This is just a block that I've got to shim this up to make it balanced. You can use a 2x4 or something like that. I'm just going to set the rivet head on there. Feel on here, make sure I've got it on there. And I'm going to. This is just a ball peen hammer. Just going to double check my alignment down here again. Obviously they don't do it this way at the factory. They've got a hydraulic press configured to do this, and they can just do it in seconds. But I can take this one out now, and I can tell that the plate's already tight, so that tells me that rivet's tight. And you can see that it's mushroomed out. It looks pretty similar to the way it was brand new. It's good and tight in there. And then you just keep on going down the line and put the rest of them in. It's it's definitely not a highly technical job. It's just kind of a pain in the butt, drilling and beating on things to get them out of there. And when you're done, yeah, there's no free play whatsoever in here with these cushions now. It's tight as a drum. That's all for now.